Beautiful's been dead for quite a while. So that's what we're trying to figure out.
What do you mean quite a while?
Like maybe more than a day. So we're trying to figure out what happened as in terms of how this child passed away.
Watch how a toddler's tragic death unravels a disturbing story of neglect and unimaginable choices.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Oh, this is your Thomas. Can you tell me what happened?
We're gonna. Sorry for your condolences, all right? Sorry for your loss, okay?
Yes.
Now, you're gonna get. You probably ask these questions, and you're gonna get asked them again and again and again, okay? So, just bear with us, and we're gonna try to get through this the best that we possibly can.
That's right. Again, my apologies for your loss. Are you Takesha?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what happened, Takesha.
It's hard to knock on the door after she came in.
And what time was this?
This morning.
So, this morning.
So you came in, you heard the knock on the door?
She didn't.
I came in from work. Not even 5 minutes later, it was a knock at the door.
Oh, after you, okay.
By the time I got to the door, it was just her. She was just sitting out there in her carrier. Nobody was out there, no car, nothing. Like they just left her just sitting there on the porch. And she was already outside on my porch. When I walked outside, and when I picked her up, her nose was already bleeding, and she had been peeing all over me and everything.
So you picked her up out of her carrier?
I picked her out of the carrier to see like what was on her body, what was wrong with her, anything. Okay. But when I picked her up, she was just limp.
Yeah,
she just went limp. So I just got in the car, I said, "Mom, we gotta go. I just put her in the car, I got in the back seat, I was holding her, and we just came to the hospital.
Where's the car seat? Is that the front door?
No, it's inside the house, because I just picked her. Where is it?
It got to be outside.
Okay, well, I just picked her up out of it.
Okay. So let me just make sure I got this correct. Come back to the front door because you heard a knock on the door.
Right.
Once you open the door again, you saw the baby in the car seat. You saw the baby had blood on her nose.
All right, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Is that her blood brother right here?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Same father, same mother?
Yeah, they got the same father, different mom.
Oh, same father, different mother. Okay. What is your daughter's name?
I only have one daughter. Her name is Najee.
Najee. So,
The mother?
who's the mother?
That's not her daughter.
No,
Okay,
Tone.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
not
my
her
daughter.
Tone is
Beautiful's mom. Yeah, Tone is not my daughter. No. I only have my daughter. This is Najee.
And how's you related to him, to the little?
I'm her grandmother.
I'm her auntie.
And she's the aunt.
Okay, so the daddy is your son?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. This is the sister, Tone's sister.
I'm the grandmother. How you doing?
The other grandmother.
Hello.
You want to take them in the room back here?
I'm gonna talk to one of them at a time.
Okay.
How you doing, sweetheart? I'm good. I'm sorry to keep you guys here, but obviously we have to find out what's going on, right? My name's Detective Weiner, like I told you before. Are you the family to the father or to the mother?
To the father.
Gotcha. What's your date of birth?
Sister.
Tell me what happened today, in your own words.
So I got to work or whatever. Everything was fine. Nobody had called me, no nothing.
Yeah.
But I clocked out early because my stomach was hurting, so I was gonna go home and use the bathroom and clock back in.
Yeah.
So not even 5 minutes of me getting home, I hear a knock at the door.
Okay.
So I go to the door. By the time I get to the door, there's no car, nothing. Nobody's there but this baby just sitting there.
Okay, so you didn't go home and find the baby. Someone knocked on the door, and when you walked in, there was no baby out there. You walked by the park. Okay.
No, and
now I
nobody was even
understand a
out
little
there.
better. Now I understand a little better. So explain to me what the baby looked like when you saw the baby.
When I seen her in her carrier, I seen the blood coming from her nose.
Okay, so you saw, I'm sorry, blood you said?
Yeah.
Where was blood?
Her nose.
Her nose. Blood was coming out of her nose? Was there blood anywhere else on her body?
Nope, just
And you
her
said you
nose.
saw purple lines on her face, right? Where else? Anything else that looked?
They was on her. The lines was on her forehead.
Okay.
Like she was like laying on her arm or something for a long time or something, but it was something purple on her arm as well.
What was she wearing?
Nothing.
She was completely
She was
naked.
completely naked.
Not a diaper, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Those were the injuries that you saw to her? Any other injuries that you saw or anything else that looked funny?
No.
Okay. So you said you brought her inside?
No, I stood right there at the
Okay.
door and I was just like, Mama, help. We need to get her some help. We got to get her some help. So when she first came out, she didn't
And you
even
knew
know
who she
the
was
baby
right away, right?
Yeah, but my mama didn't know who she was right away.
Okay.
I had to tell her it's Butte. She needed help.
Okay.
So we just got in the car, rushed her to the hospital.
Do you ever care for this baby at all? Does your mom ever care for this baby? Like
They
watch
really
her?
don't allow us to.
Oh,
so
why not?
it was weird that you just dropped her off to
Yeah,
us, but you
yeah,
don't
that's
even
weird.
allow us to keep
Why
her.
don't they allow you to keep her?
Because they go with them, her grandparents. I mean, her
Were
side
those
of the
the people
family.
who just walked in?
Yes, that's her side of the family.
Gotcha.
be
How
with
did they
her.
find out what happened?
That's what I said. But
Okay.
they won't even answer the phone for us.
Oh, that's the person who asked me why I need to interview y'all?
Yeah, her sister. That's her sister.
Okay, gotcha. So does your brother, his name is Charquez?
Charquez.
Does he care for her? Do they have like equal custody?
Yeah,
How does that work?
It's co-parenting.
But they're not together.
50-50.
They're not together, right?
No.
Did you try to call him?
Numerous of times.
He's not.
Nobody won't answer.
Does-
His phone was ringing. Her phone going straight to voicemail.
You think that he gets her on the weekends, but you're not sure?
I'm not sure if she get her on the weekend and he get her the weekday, or I'm not sure exactly how that go.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
When's the last time you seen Beautiful?
Father's Day.
Father's Day? He brought
Father's
her
Day
over?
because he brought her over there.
Did
My
she
baby.
look like she was, in any type of distress or anything like that? No.
She was a happy baby,
Yeah.
happy little girl. She never. I mean, like they love her. Like they love her. That's why
Well,
don't even know what's
people
wrong.
love kids, but sometimes an accident can happen and then people just get scared, No person should be treated like that.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it like it's a garbage, That's not okay.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless if it was an accident or whatever happened, listen, we can understand accidents. Even police, we can understand
Yeah.
accidents happen.
Yeah.
Was the baby cold when you picked up the baby?
She was warm.
She was warm?
She was warm, but
Was she breathing at all?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Listen, if you don't know how to check, you don't know how to check. And I can understand you're probably in so much of a pain.
And she had peed all over me
Okay.
everywhere and stuff. So that's why I did think
She
was
peed on you or she
Yeah.
already had pee?
She
Okay.
peed on me. That's why I'm saying she had to be breathing if she peed on me. It was already blood in her
Yeah.
nose.
You didn't get any response from her.
No. She was just like,
Does she normally talk? Like sometimes
no.
1-year-olds talk or make noises and stuff.
um,
But she was totally unresponsive. Was she limp?
Yes.
Was her body limp? Did you ever hand her to grandma?
no, my mom was driving the whole time and I
You-
just
you
hopped in
held
the
the
back
baby.
seat with her.
So grandma never even touched her.
No.
So as soon as you told grandma help, that's when grandma got in the car and you brought her.
Yes,
to
my dad threw her the keys.
So
and just
how
came.
long do you think you found her? Maybe within seconds you brought her to the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we didn't wait no time. When I seen
Yeah.
how she was looking, we didn't wait no time. I jumped in the car with my mama.
Gotcha.
I got in the back seat. Me and
Yeah.
my nephew got in the back seat with the baby.
Yeah.
And my mama drove here.
Okay, sweetheart. I just found out this information and talking to her. The other child out there, that's also Charquez.
Right.
When did he drop off that child to you guys?
Was it yesterday?
And when he dropped off that child, was Beautiful with the child? When was the last time you saw Beautiful?
I haven't seen her
For a while?
Yeah, because honestly,
She told me that you guys normally don't care for them.
You're right.
Yeah.
And like with him, there's another little boy. I used to keep them, but
The 3-year-old,
the
right?
3-year-old.
Yeah.
Once she was born, it really was like I didn't.
They cut you off for whatever reason.
Pretty much,
understand.
they're doing their own thing. So
Hey, we're not gonna have this, all right? We ain't gonna have this. We're not gonna have this.
So,
no, because they're not doing it.
Yes, he did, because I will knock your ass out real quick. Because I will knock your ass out real quick.
Listen, do me a favor.
You don't know me with this cancer perking out.
Walk out the door.
I'll knock you the out real quick. I'll knock your ass. That's why I need to leave. Can I leave, please? Now? Are we doing this at the house? I will knock the fuck out of her. How does she even know what's going on?
She came up here with her sister to make him. I ain't got time for this.
Get my nephew. Come on,
Holly, let's go. Just come to my house. I need to get her from her house.
please stay home, all right? I'll be there with the medical examiner. Please stay home.
All right, stay out here. Sit down over here on the bench over there to the left or wherever. I don't care where you sit. Don't come back in here.
Okay. Hello. Hi.
Okay.
My name's
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
So we can come out now?
Yeah, you can come out. Where's the car seat?
Yes, I can reach to the car thing.
Yeah, I think they're gonna take the car seat.
Yeah.
So the other child, what's the child's name? Sade
Oh, Ciari.
Ciari. Ciari's been here from yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And she hasn't left.
He.
I'm sorry. he hasn't
No,
left.
he's been with me. He's
Okay.
been with me.
I understand. Have you been able to contact your son?
That's what
No.
still trying to do it.
Okay.
I don't.
And the child was never inside, right?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Is Auntie still here?
No.
She left?
She had to go get her baby. She had to
Okay.
get her baby her daughter.
Okay. So can you just explain for us in the medical examiner what happened when you came outside?
Once I came out, I just got the keys and shut up.
Where was the baby?
No, right here. Right
Baby
here.
was in the car seat when you saw the baby.
Mm-hmm. No, Najee had them picked up by then.
Okay. But where was the car seat?
Right here.
On the chair.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it facing that direction?
I can't remember. Honestly, I can't. Everything went moving too fast. Once I seen the coloration was, I can't remember.
And the parents haven't been in contact with Ciari since the
What?
child's been here?
No.
Since yesterday, okay.
No.
So I'm going to tell you what the maternal aunt knows.
Okay.
So apparently,
The
Tony and Sharquez knocked on their door this morning.
Okay.
Banged on their door. They answered the door. I'm sorry. Tony, Latonia, that's her full name, told her, Sire, what's the name?
Ciari.
Ciari gave beautiful heroin. She's dead. And then the sister asked, where is she? And they said St. Mary's. That you brought her to St. Mary's. So I'm just making sure that Ciari was nowhere near this beautiful to give her heroin or anything like that.
He was here yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, he was here
But
yesterday.
he spent the night.
Yeah, he spent the night last
And he's
night.
here right now, right?
He's right
and
now.
he hasn't been with Tony or around beautiful.
I mean, I don't know before then. I mean, he was before then. Yeah,
okay.
before then.
So when did he come here yesterday?
Yesterday. Damn.
I'm sorry. It's very
Was it? Hold on. What time it was? Maybe like 9:30 in the morning. It was in the morning. It was in the morning.
So when they dropped Ciari off, who dropped them off?
Sharquez.
Was Sharquez alone?
Yeah.
What Sharquez say to you?
Nothing. He was. I'm gonna get your grandchild.
Okay. So is that normally what he does? He brings the baby over. How often do you watch?
I watch, like I told you, I don't really watch her.
Yeah, but you
I've
watch
always
Ciari.
been in his life, yes.
Okay.
No, I mean.
So does he normally like let the baby spend the night over here? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if it's something like out of the ordinary.
No, it's not. It's not with him.
So you didn't think anything?
No,
about it.
I mean, it's been my grandchild.
Because
that's why I'm telling you, with the younger one.
Beautiful's been dead for quite a while. So that's what we're trying to figure out.
What do you mean quite a while?
Like maybe more than a day. So we're trying to figure out what happened as in terms of how this child passed away. I know it's a lot for you. I'm just trying to tell you the information so we can kind of work together to figure out what happened. You understand? So you got Ciari at about 9 o'clock yesterday, right? Okay. All right. It's okay, sweetheart.
No, it's not.
I know.
It's not.
Let me call somebody.
I know.
So DCF is going to come as well just to make sure that everything's okay with the other child. I'm really sorry about everything that happened. I know it's very hard. But we trying to figure out what happened just like you guys are trying to figure out what happened, you know? And the other family too at the hospital, they didn't know what happened. They just heard that the baby got heroin from Ciari. So they're going in there not knowing what happened either. So that's why I think the issue between you guys happened. Just because a baby's dead and nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows what happened.
Nobody knows what's going on.
So
right.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
But Tanya and Sharquez has not made contact with him, have not come over here, have not spent any time with them here. Okay. And you never brought the baby inside the house. You just brought him straight to your car. What car was it?
This red car right here.
Okay.
Had to go.
I know. I just need to make sure for our purposes.
It was not. I looked at her and it was not right.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't right.
Was her eyes closed when she was?
It had to be.
Okay.
Because when Najee screamed and Najee was holding her, I just seen this coloration.
Yeah. And she told me the lines on her forehead were already there.
What? Najee, it was some lines. See, Najee was holding her while I was driving.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'm just trying to get her. I don't know all that.
Did you have any other questions, Jessica? This is Jessica with the medical examiner's office, okay? So what's going to happen to Beautiful is she's going to go to the medical examiner's office, and maybe tomorrow or Monday, the autopsy will be completed, okay? And it's going to take a while for toxicology. That means if any drugs are in her system, it's going to be a little while. In terms of funeral arrangements, since the parents are not under arrest as of yet, they're the ones who are responsible for the funeral arrangements. But now we can't come in contact with them, so I'm not sure how to proceed.
We are trying to get in contact.
I know. And
we is trying to get.
Yeah, I know. Listen, it's not you guys who did anything wrong. Obviously, they are the ones responsible for what happened, and you know, for whatever reason, they let this baby out here like, you know, it was trash, and that's not right.
They're not arrested. They have 30 days.
Okay.
Bravo, guide in this bus. He's advised that White Mills Lane.
But the other grandchild is with the maternal aunts. They dropped them off this morning when they told them about Beautiful. So they probably went somewhere to run because they're scared. That's what I'm thinking. No, you can take it down. That's what I'm thinking. Because they're not
I'm gonna make it worse.
I know. You need to let them know that. If it was an accident, they need to come and talk to me about the accident.
Jesus. She cold. There's nothing else.
You guys did nothing wrong, okay? They're gonna talk with you and all that stuff, okay? I'm very, very sorry for your loss. It's gotta be very heartbreaking for you. And I don't know what your son was thinking, but you know, this is Stephanie with UCF, okay? She's gonna talk with you.
Sorry for your loss. Did you see who was at the door at all? Like, did you look in the window?
Nope.
No.
I wasn't worried about it. I don't know how she really got there.
Okay. Before you left your house the day before and Dad took you to Grandma's, was a Beautiful awake or asleep or something else?
She was asleep.
She was asleep. Where was she asleep at?
She was in my mom and dad's house. She was at my house asleep. The only time I saw her when it was morning, and then next I saw her today.
So when you saw her when she was that morning, she was asleep still?
Yes.
And where was she asleep at?
Because we didn't know nothing was wrong with her already. We went to my dad's people's house, and then they knew what to do a little bit so they could keep her alive for she was breathing and her heart was beating.
See, something happened.
Where did you go? Your dad's people's?
Yeah, we went to their people house, his people house, because they live right by us a little bit.
Who's his people?
People is my godmother and goddad.
Okay. When's the last time that you saw Beautiful awake?
When, the only time I saw Beautiful awake, when she, started acting crazy, whatever.
Explain to me what you mean by that.
Well, she was crawling and acting real crazy. I'm like, I didn't really know what's wrong. My dad.
Was she saying anything? Was her eyes rolling in the back? Were her eyes turning wide? Was she making faces?
No, she don't know how to do that stuff.
If you had to mimic and act out what she was doing, try to do it. Try to act out how she was acting.
She kept on screaming, just kept screaming. Every time I gave her a bottle, she just don't want it. She just throw it and scream. She just scream.
What did your parents do when that happened?
We kept Beautiful, stop screaming, and then she would never stop screaming. And my parents and my mom was something wrong with her, and I was the same. I didn't really say nothing. I was what's wrong with her? Something gotta be wrong.
So was Beautiful anywhere else? Did anybody pick up Beautiful from your parents' house or anything like that, or she was at home?
She was with my people, cause my people, Kat and Kevin.
Who's your people?
Kat and Kevin.
Kat and Kevin.
Yes, they were taking care of her. Yeah, they had a little breathing machine so she can breathe. It's like a regular breathing
Were
machine.
they trying to give her breathing treatment?
Did something go in her nose or her mouth or somewhere else?
I don't know. She must have got something, picked it up, and put it in her mouth, and then she maybe started getting a little crazy. I don't know why that knot was on the. The only thing I'm confused about is that knot came on the door. I don't know why.
You know that they went over to Kat and Kevin's house and they were giving her breathing treatments. Why didn't they bring her to the hospital?
We were trying, but my mom and dad was a little scared to do it because they thought that was going to jail.
Why would they go to jail?
I don't really know. They just kind of.
Is that what you heard them say?
That's what they were saying. Yeah.
What'd they say? That they didn't want to go to jail?
Yeah, they were saying I'm kind of scared to take her to the hospital. They kept saying both of them might go to jail.
Who said that? Your mom or your dad?
Both of them kept.
Okay.
Well, my dad one time, and then he was don't. One time he was trying, but they was going. Of course they're gonna answer, but my mom told him not to because they might go to jail.
Okay.
I don't even.
And was that before Dad took you to Grandma's?
No, it was another. It was another morning. It was this morning when she when I heard a knock on the door. It was this morning.
Okay. Well, thank you.
The 1-year-old girl was reportedly dead for up to 2 days from fentanyl and cocaine intoxication. A neighbor told investigators she saw Giles vacuuming out the SUV at 1 a.m., while another claimed the 6-year-old poured white powder into the child's mouth. Despite the toddler struggling, Giles and Clemens never called 911, even as they drove past multiple hospitals. Both were later arrested, Giles in North Carolina and Clemens alongside him, and are now facing charges of third-degree felony murder, aggravated manslaughter of a child, and child neglect.
Bro, listen, man, dog, we gotta do better with the kids, brother. We gotta keep eyes on these kids and keep these drugs away from these kids, man. That interview with that little kid was like heartbreaking, bro. For him to even experience something like that. Jesus Christ. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments, man. It's your boy Pancho, and we out.